Okay. Let me copy the file. It's underclass stuff. If you are on campus, you are online, just use the OneDrive that I gave the link. And then just go on there. Okay. I think it's about one megabyte, or 1 gigabyte, sorry, in total. So now I'm gonna create a new project because we need to organize it so that all this, what do you call, all the source file, scenes file, rendering file are in the right folder. So I'm gonna put in week add set. Week add 2. Okay. All right. And let's see, it's still downloading. Okay. And maybe while we're waiting, let's take a look at some example of storyboarding. Let me show it to you. Okay, here we go. So now I'm going to show some professional storyboard, but I'm not expecting you to do that, this kind of quality. So basically, the frame of your storyboard has to be kind of matched with the rendering that you're going to render, okay? And you will write a little description about what's happening in terms of camera, not about like the full story, the conversation. It's just about how camera changes, the action line. You can just do an arrow key, things like that, and camera movement. Now, when you do camera movement, you need to indicate too that, okay, this is a up and dolly, but this is a live action. Basically, character looking into something. So now, this is still live action, not camera at all, because the camera is static, so there's no need to tell anything else. So this direction of the action. So now there's no camera movement on here, it's just a direction. And go back more. Now, these can be a combination of the camera. If you're telling that camera dolly backward, you just said camera dolly. And then you don't have to say backward because we know the direction of where camera dolly it too. So, and this probably camera dolly too. So, here we go. Here we go. So now, you might curious about what this, why it's out of the frame. Could be two things. You have to tell it. So if you don't tell it, nobody would, it would not be clear. But with this is kind of, because I didn't have the script, I don't know if this is the dolly in or zoom in to close up to the bike, or the bike coming in forward to the camera. It is, that's why we need a little description. When I downloaded, there's no description, so I just want to tell you that when you do it, you need to have some description. I would assume that The reason that storyboard look like this out of the frame is mean somehow camera are zoom in or zoom out. So if you want it to be clear though, like for some shot, like for example, if the character are standing outside of the doorway, and then you have a big frame, and then you draw a small frame close up or medium shot to his body. Now we know that camera moving to close up or cut to close up. So if you put the arrow into it, like the arrow direction from the big frame to the small frame, now you communicate that camera kind of drawing in or zooming in to the character. So a little description. Now, when you do a storyboard, you don't have to draw like every single movement. For example, you don't have to draw, or you don't have to have a character in 3 frames. Character walk from left, second frame from the middle, and then third frame from the right. You don't have to do that. You just draw one pose and then put the arrow into it. We know that character will walk left to right, something like that. It's not like doing comic. Here we go. So a little description. I think what is a car chase scene, insert shot, the main character foot on the clutch and then switch the gear. So it just gives a little description. This is quite detailed. So here we go. And see the car, once on the right going forward, the other on the left coming toward to the camera. And these could be 2 things. Can you see right here? These could be a linking shot. If you remember, we watched the video of the broadcasting camera. So it's kind of linked to the environment and then kind of pan or tilt down to the character. So you could do things like this too. Like if you have a, let's say, the established shot, for the location, and then you can kind of move the camera from up to down to close to the character, or you can do tilt, something like that. This one is actually from comic book, but it's kind of really create a sequential. So I kind of want to show it. It looks cool. That's what I thought. So, but it's comic book. It's not storyboard. Now, here is a ghost in the shell. So, an overhead shot above the shoulder. Okay. And this shot, can you see? One drawing. So, a close-up shot to a person, like the sniper, but then cut to the finger. Can you see? So another shot, this insert shot, to another extreme close-up to his action with the finger. So you could do like this. You don't have to draw separate, like one body, like you don't have to draw a main extreme close-up shot on the body and then another frame for the finger. You could just insert like this. This is a good communication too. Okay. And Disney, of course, type up with a typewriter. So this is a really classic storyboard, standard classic. So another type. Here we go. More description. This is even tell that what frame number at what second. Stuff. You don't have to do that detail. Just example. This is a really nice storyboarding. Okay. This is a standard storyboard too. Just one frame at a time and then has a description on the bottom. Here we go. This is more comic book style. Okay. A little sketch from, I don't know what movie it is. Here we go. Another action. So now these, I can tell that this is a camera kind of moving slowly the same direction of the bike, but the bike go faster coming in and going off and then cut, same thing. So camera has moved, that's why it has kind of this border like that, a bleeding of this frame. It just tried to communicate that at the camera kind of movement or tracking, but slowly, like what I did with the exercise when we did the car for the drone shot. It's similar technique, but this is how to communicate it. I think that's it. So now I don't expect if you're gonna draw to that quality, something like this is fine, just a line, as long as it's clear direction. So now, like I said, I would suggest you, if you're not comfortable with drawing, just use the 3D asset. Make a storyboarding out of it. Same thing. So it's just because we already have asset. Now, some of these though, the reason that has to be drawing because, well, they don't want to take a photograph of the actor, pay the money to do a pose so that you can use that photograph as storyboard. So drawing is the best. And for 3D modeling, so basically when they started, this is a pre-production. So there's no model yet. That's why you have to draw. But for us, we already have all the asset. So use that if you prefer. Okay, so now let's see. Now it's done. Okay, so when I click, I'm gonna grab Polygon Adventure, Texture. Now, this set is really weird. I'm gonna show you why it was weird. The texture size is not that big at all. It's just only 512. But because of the color is very, just a solid color and polygonal looking. So I'm gonna grab one of these. I'm gonna put the texture. This is what I'm gonna organize. I'm gonna organize as Polygon Adventure. So you can rename anything you want. And I'm gonna go to my project folder, source image. I'm gonna put in there. New folder. Here we go. Polygon Adventure. The reason that I use the same name because I'm afraid I'm gonna get confused that which one I take it from. When you do on your own, you might decide that I'm gonna do only Western, not anything else. So you just focus on the Western polygon, and you don't have to rename. You can put all the image in under source images, which is fine. So I just want to be clear with you. That's why I'm doing this way, so that you won't get confused. So now I'm gonna grab all the texture here. And the Maya swatch, you don't have to bring it in, but you can, because basically it's gonna use the old setting that you already have. Oops, I put it into the wrong place. And when you resave it, it will overwrite. If you don't save it, it's gonna use whatever it is in there, because that's how the object has been saving it. Did I copy into the right place? Hold on. While I'm talking, I'm getting loose myself. Source image. Okay, yes. And I want to be, okay. So that's the source image. So now, scene, I'm gonna create a new folder again, and I'm gonna put that same name, but this time I'm gonna grab FBX. Yes, so that's another Maya will be able to import this. So environment in there. So I'm gonna just grab that, and I'm gonna add the new call character, and I'm gonna find, I think it's under obj. I'm gonna use obj. Where is my collector? Poster. Oh, right here. Sorry. And I'm gonna drag all of them. There's a Unity version, Unreal version. I'm gonna just copy this, and you can organize this a little better to obj. So now I come back to the scene, go to File, Import, because it's OBJ. And Maya kind of know where to look. Look under your project and scene. Same thing as when we do with the car chase. And then I'm gonna double click on that, OBJ, and I'm gonna pick the night, import. Yep, here we go. So now this is what you get. I'm gonna turn on wireframe unshaded. So now, even though there's a texture, but it doesn't display yet. It's just because of this. Is under matte collector white. It's already in there when you import it in. So if I click on it, it will come with it. Right there, matte. Now, it uses a AI standard material. You can, this project, you can have two of them, one of them for rendering in Arno, the other one for Viewport 2.0. Now, you can either use Viewport 2.0, a good lighting, good anti-aliasing, that might be looks fine. You can also use Maya software to render, so that might be faster. I might be wrong about faster than the Arno, because Arno, if you set it right, it's actually really fast. So right now it's Arno. Under color, when I click on it, here we go, and look at the path, it just reads the old path that we downloaded from. Okay, so what you need to do is I'm gonna just copy that name, this section. I don't even have polygon structure, just only the name of the material. Copy it. Now when I click browse, because I set up my project, it will look at under source images, and I already put it in here, so I can double click, and then I'm gonna paste the name, because I don't know which one is which. Now, I think the collector, the text, collector white, doesn't have it in here. So I have to go look. I believe. Oh, I already moved them all. Okay, so this one has a little problem. It's collector white. So I would just choose this one. That's it. So because it's TX, it doesn't have it. I think they'll rename it. Here we go. And now, so now you got it. If I turn that off, that's the texture. So you have to save this in as, and you can put inside there, it's fine, and then you just call a white night ch, here we go, character. And that's how you bring the object. And this project, because you're going to work in group, so you will separate the asset, and then you might create the asset into one file, like just import each building environment into file, and then you can call scene, and then save into a new file called like scene use, something like that, so that each one of you can referencing them character onto the scene, things like that. So when somebody modify a look of the character, you can re-update or re-import, not import, re-referencing it. The referencing will help when you work with group. Okay, so now let's take a look at this quick. There's no bump map, it's just only that color. Now you can change the color if you like. However, this is a little weird things happening here. It has a skin cluster. I believe this guy, when before they selling for a pack, it has joint bones inside there. So it has been skinning it and taste. Now, we don't have anything in there yet. Oh, my bad. So there is, come with it. I thought that we don't have it. Oh, lucky. So it's already skinned it. We're gonna, oh, great. Okay. So yesterday when I looked at it, I didn't pay attention about the joint. I thought that doesn't came with the joint. So it does. Well, lucky you. Don't have to do that much at all. Now though,
Yeah.
so now if you wanted to, I think I'm gonna do this, guys. This weekend I'm gonna create a video that how to add controller on this guy. So that, and then I can also gonna show the advanced skeleton anyway. So that would be better. Okay. So let me, if you wanted to modify this, okay, you need to unskin it. So let me separate the joint quick. Non-joint. I'm gonna select the root and I'm gonna add in the layers so that I can hide them quickly. So joints layer, I'm gonna use yellow color. Okay, so show all. Okay, so here we go. The shoulder pad is just parenting, only the body. Let me check. Yes, shoulder pad is just parenting. You can remove them. Let's see what under it, the shoulder pad. Under clavicle. Okay, so right there. So if I move, yeah, clavicle. Oh, I didn't know this. I don't know how did I miss that. I thought there was not any joint. So this will make our life much quicker. So in this case, I am not going to show you how to cut the body part because I was planning to cut arm section so that they can you can rotate the arm to create a pose on your storyboarding. So now, hey guys, make sure you save into different name you can call for storyboarding. I'm gonna save another one. Car story. Yep. Story just story, shorter name, so that you can repost as need. And here we go. And then I'm gonna turn on X-ray join so that I can see, and you can repost them to create a storyboarding, to create an action look, and then I'll show you how to set the rig this up. Simple one. Here we go. Okay. Now, what if you wanted to modify them to reshape? So I gotta go back to bind pose. Now, because, oh, there's a keyframe on it. Let me look if there's another keyframe. No. Oh, okay, good. So you can just go back to keyframe. Don't turn on auto key. I would do, I would copy that. This is what I like. I like to put a keyframe that has initial pose to frame 0. And then I hide frame 0. So if you make alter from frame 1, you can go back to 0 to the initial pose. The reason that I need to go to initial pose, because if I need to unbind the skin under rigging, so I select one joint. Let me try it again. Let me show you again. So if I move this and that, come on. Here we go. So now I want to unbind the skin. I select one joint because somehow when they, this is simple rig, so they just rig into one single root. So I can go to skin, bind pose right here, and see it will snap. And then now you can select the surface. Before you detach the skin, you always want to go back to bind pose, and then you unbind. Here we go. So now the object still locked, but you can unlock them. Right now, if I rotate the joint, can you see? No more effect on the skin. Now, I could skin it back by select the object, grab the root, and then you just go to skin, bind, smooth bind, like what I did, what we did in the past. I don't want to allow multiple. I can start at only 3 joints blending, not 5. I mean, you can do 5, but it might looks like a the bend might you will not get a crease if you do a 5. Now I can get the crease on there because it's only 3, but then you can paint them if you need to. I will talk about this more, but see, if you want to paint them, you just go to skin, paint skin weight. Here we go. So now, if you turn on a X-ray joint, you can right-click on the joint, select inference. The most bright colors mean has more effect. Gradually become black, it has less effects. That's it. And also, you can use this to select your joint to paint. So we will talk about this more later, okay? So right now I just want to give you a little overview. Okay, so now I can go to bind pose again so that I don't have to go back to a, because the problem with this is when you deform or moving a joint, only the root and the part that like the foot that you wanted to move. Now, because I did not finish paint skin weight, can you see? So it looked like that. And this joint need to have IK handle. So once again, if I go to skeleton, IK handle, and don't worry about this, we're going to talk about it. Here we go. So now, this is how I animate the IK handle. Okay. Shoot. All right. Actually, that's not that bad at all. A little penetration there. Got to paint skin right this section. Let me show it to you how. Skin, paint skin weight. Here we go. I'm gonna right click. Here we go. And basically, this guy need to be paint to add. And I'm gonna turn on paint, add volumes 0.1 first, because 10% at a time. Here we go. Can you see it now? It's just started to move back in. I mean, the problem with this is because this section should have more geometry, like right here. When it has more geometry, it will not penetrate it, but we do what we can. Here we go. Now I fix it. So now can you see this one come out? Still need to touch up more. I touched this so much, too much right there. The belt need to go a little more too. So pen skin weight, let's see. The belt, here we go. I do it quick. I mean, supposed to do a little slower, but now, if you, let's say if I paint it too much, and if I want these to be affected by the surface right here, affected by that joint or the root joint, I can right click, set, and then I can add it back. Can you see? And when we do paint weight, I like to just use add and go back and forth. So that one, how about this one? That's too far. Here we go. That's what I make a mistake. This section, if it too, you have to really get in right there too. So now, what if, for example, this section, I cannot fix that. It has been pulled by this guy, I believe. No, how about that one? Oh, that one, okay. So I want it to be pulled by this. So what I need to do is, I need to go back to the IK handle and move it back. Now my problem is, I have no way to know. I cannot zero it out. Let me try. See, now I lost it. I can't do it. That's the problem with IK handle. It need to have a controller. So that what caused it. Here we go. Let me see. Right there. These guys are pulling that section. Let me check. Yep. So I'm gonna change back to here. And don't get confused yet. I just want to do it. Just want to give you an overview. So don't worry. I'll show you how to do it properly. Okay. So now I can select the joint and go to bypose. I hope it does. Maybe not, because IK might control that. We'll see. Oh, it works. Good. Okay. So IK. Now I understand that IK, it will allow you to go back to bypose, but if we have controller on top of the IK, you can't do that bypose. We'll talk about that in detail. So now, any questions about how to bring things in? And I'm gonna save that again. If I go to new, let me bring something else. Let's bring some building or something like that. Let me see. Let me go. I'll take 3 resource. Collector. How about this? Fence, ball, wall, cloud, flower. I have no idea. How about just one flower? So copy. And oh. Oh, here we go. And then I'm gonna put new NV environment. Okay, and then I don't know what texture yet. I'm gonna find the texture when I import it. Import, then environment texture. So now when I select, I go to attribute editor. Oh, there's no texture on flower. Okay, so now you can just put any color you want. Let me check, see if there's a modeling, rendering. Oops, sorry, it's under modeling module. UV, let me check UV quick. No UV, how is that? Okay, well, I probably has to show you how to do UV then. Okay, I thought it's already in there. Now this UV is really easy actually. Let me overview again UV and then I'll come back with that. Now, because when there's no UV, you can add just only solid color. Like for example, I can do new material. And then I'm gonna choose, I want a little, if you want a little highlight, use blend. So pretend I want to have a little highlight. And then I'm gonna name flower 1A. How about that? Okay. And then if you do solid color, click red, it's fine. It will render. But whenever you use bitmap, it has to have a UV layout. So now, what if I do this? UV and sorry guys, it's a new version. Under create. Oh, it's right here. Cylinder. Because the shape, let me show you. This is cylinder map, cylinder UV. Let me show you how it look. Okay, so. And don't worry, we're gonna come back on this UV planar. Okay. UV spherical. How many of you are not familiar with UV editor? Are you guys familiar with it? People online too?
Yeah.
Oh, you do? Okay, okay. So do you think should I do a lecture about how to UV things?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so? Okay, good. So in that case, I don't need to do it. But if you need help on this, let me know. I can help you. So now, I think what else do I need to show you? I think probably that's it for today. I don't think anything else that I need to show it to you. You already know how to bring it in. And when you bring it in, make sure after you import, oops, my bad. Make sure you save it as a Maya file. And I should have organized, but flower A, there we go. So, and when you have all the element that you wanted to use, you can create a new scene and started to import those to create a master scene. And then you will use master scene as a for a referencing when you animate something. Okay. Any questions? Any questions, guys?
No.
Okay. So
Not yet.
you do? Glenn, do you have?
Not
no.
yet.
Not yet.
I will, I'm sure.
Okay. That's perfectly fine, guys. So on Friday, I'll be available in my office, and you can talk to me if you need anything. Okay, so let me check roll, and then I will look at on the result of the form, and then I'm gonna try to give you the answer who gonna be with who. Okay, so at first I was planning to let you guys just pick and choose, but I know that there are a few people I'm missing. So let's do this way. I see Greg doing it too, so I thought that might be a good idea. Do you guys know each other?
No, not really.
Not really at all?
Some of them, some people, but not many.
Okay, so in that case, yeah. So we'll see what you answer about. If you don't know anybody, I might just put you like randomly. So, but how many of you are able to show your face right now on Zoom? If you can't, can you just do it today? Show it so that everyone can see each other and you guys can make decision too. And like, for example, if you see people on here and then you know the person or you feel comfortable to work with them, you will kind of talk to each other like behind microphone, and then email me if you like said, okay, if you didn't put any name on the form or wanted to change, just let me know in 2 hours. How many of you are able to show yourself on screen?
I'm able to.
Here
I
we go.
cannot.
You cannot, that's fine.
I can.
So if you can you try it? Okay. How can I go to the all view? No? Okay, how about this? Let me check roll, and then you can stay for a little bit and started to download all the stuff, and then look around and think about the promise, a few paragraph for the story, and then think about like you probably have to look at on the objects, environments, or the asset first before you make decision that what storyboard you're gonna do and what story you're gonna choose, something like that. So attendance. And once again, the story are open. Don't need to do super complicated. And a little tip, after you know the story, might be more helpful if you start from the ending. Know the ending so that you can staging all the story or the obstacle or the arc into the ending. So Nathan, Booher, are you here, Nathan?
He's in the meeting.
He's in this, right? Oh, Nathan. Mackie's here. Nathan, you can't respond. Alicia,
I'm here.
Justin, Fraser, sorry.
That's all
Justin Fraser. Nathan Gear,
I'm here.
Alexander.
I'm here.
Hi, Alex. Yes. I don't know if you guys see him, so that you know who he is. Okay. And Maggie, you just got here. Can you fill up the form? Go to our page. The form is look like this. Week 8 or day 2.
Okay, I will.
Okay. And here we go. So Alex, Josh, I think it's Josh, John, yes. Maggie, yes. Glenn, yes. Leilani, yes. John Thomas,
I'm here.
you are. How come I don't see all of you guys on the list? And Cedric, I saw you.
Here.
Caesar? Caesar?
I'm here.
Yes, okay. So, all right, let me go to my Google quick. And Mackie, read on the week 8, day 2, and started to download those files that I put it. And go to drive. Sorry guys, I'm trying to log into my, sorry. My Google Drive. Okay. Okay, I got it respond. Oh, guys, probably gonna take me a little bit. How about this? For now, you can do whatever you like, and I will get this done by today, and I'm gonna send you an email. So when I send you email, I'm gonna send you in a group email that you guys already select or that I think is appropriate. So, and basically I'm gonna look kind of a more versatile, depending on one of them might be comfortable in rigging, the other one modeling, the other one animation, or put them together so that you have more variety to help each other to do things. Okay, so go ahead, do whatever you need to do today, and think about the story. Even though you don't know the group yet, you can start to think about a promise and a little bit of story, so that when you know that you're going to be with who, you can start to share your story together, and then you can pick and choose. Okay, so I'm going to do this. Okay. Any questions, guys?
Yeah, for the
Go ahead.
revision of the thing, what he wants to render it out at, like what resolution there we go.
1080.
Okay, just
Yeah, 1080. Hey guys, for the final rendering for project 1, 1080, HD 1080. If you can add sound, would be the best. Hey guys, people who did not fill up the form, can you do it now?
Where's the form again?
Pardon? John?
Where's the form again? I can't find it.
It's on the, hold on. Am I still sharing? Can you see my screen? John? Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
You can, right?
Not anymore, but I could.
Oh, not anymore. Hold on. How about now?
Yes.
Yes, okay. It's inside lecture day 1. Oh, wait. No. Day 2. Sorry. We have more. Here we go. Right here. Fill up the form. You just click on it. Mackie, did you see it? And then for downloading file, it's under project 3. So term project, final project, it's called final project, sorry. polyframe, right here. Please download file here, click on it, and then just go ahead, download it, all of them, so that you can have more option to pick and choose. Okay. I am working on grouping people.
Do you need us to stay?
No, no, you guys are good to leave.
Thank you. We'll see you on Friday or
Yeah,
whatever.
yes. Friday I'll be in my office on Zoom, so you can participate. It's gonna be a work day, so basically you should know you're gonna what group you're gonna be, and you can start it to work on Friday.
Yeah, nice day.
You too, bye. I think I probably have to go to my office. It's much easier. So I'll see you guys on Friday. Once again, Friday is a work day. You don't have to show up, but you can if you like to. Cedric and Nathan, I'll see you either Friday or Monday.